You're making sales, you're booking clients, your bank account says that you're winning. Why do you still feel so behind? If you've ever looked at your bank account and you were still anxious, or like everything could fall apart tomorrow, this video is for you. Most people assume that if your revenue is growing, then your business must be thriving. But here's the truth. Revenue can grow while your business itself is falling apart, because revenue without structure is like water without a container. It spills, it evaporates, and eventually it costs you more than it brings in. Here's what that looks like in real life. You make more money, but your hours working increase. You hire help, but nothing actually comes off your plate. You try tools and automation, but they actually bring more confusion instead of clarity. What most founders don't realize is that they're carrying systems debt. A systems debt is when your business has outgrown the backend that it was built on. Okay, so what does that look like? It looks like having 10 clients and only managing them through memory and email. It also looks like having 5 or more contractors and they have no standard operating procedure. They don't have a clear and systemized way on how they interact and work for your business. It may also look like project updates across 4 different apps and 2 different spreadsheets. Does this sound familiar? Yeah. It works well when you're small, but as soon as you start growing, you start leaking time, money, and trust. And because you never learn how to build a business infrastructure, you keep grinding it out, trying to make it work. And it's not your fault. Most people are teaching marketing and sales skills. Nobody is teaching operations. If this feels a little bit too familiar, this is what I would do to start fixing it. The first step is to document your delivery. Ask yourself questions like, what happens after somebody pays me? How do clients discover me, and how do they engage with my business? Do they fill out an intake form? Do you do a kickoff call? Do you decide to check in with them? Map it out so that you're clear exactly what your delivery system is. The point of this is to get it from out of your head onto paper so that you can easily hand it over. You make sure you want to do this with tasks, obviously, that can be handed off. You're going to be able to delegate that task off when it's all written down. Not in here, but on a document. The last step, and what I think is the most important, is you have to understand how you work. A lot of YouTube videos will tell you to create an SOP, make a template, delegate the work, hire in this way. But if your system that you're implementing doesn't mingle well with how you naturally operate, it won't work. You're not going to consistently use it. So maybe you're a visionary, you're a big thinker. You don't think in a lot of details. You think about the big picture and the overall goal. That is what you're driven by. Maybe you're an organizer. You manage people well. You like to oversee things. You don't like to be too much in the weed, but you like to make sure that the things are happening the way they're supposed to. Or you're an implementer. You like to be in the weeds of things. You like working in your business. You like to be doing all the tasks and getting things done and interacting with all the clients. You really enjoy that part. The systems you build have to match the way you naturally operate, or else they will not stick. That is why I created the Scalable Backend Framework quiz. It'll help you figure out your natural business identity and how to build a system that actually works for you. Because money without structure leads to burnout, but structure built around your strengths, that's how you scale with sanity. Let me know in the comments how you're operating in your business. Do you feel like you're failing? Are you managing okay? Do you feel like you can do better? I would love to know. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.